Hey guys, JP with Max Tr3 Revival coming back at you. I bet you're not going to be able to tell what this is about at all, but you can guess. If you haven't figured it out, this one's all about my methodology for figuring out how to ream out the bushes on the front A-arms. I've had the equipment, but I want to say it was a little scary for me to get to that point of cutting those down. I don't know why. I was just mentally blocked with it. So here is what I did to get to that point, and a couple little updates on what I've been doing in my garage space. So hope you enjoy the content. Appreciate you following along. All right, so trying to get back on the project, and I've had a couple little things working here in the garage I've been doing. But I was also trying to figure out the bushes need to be reamed out. And they need to be reamed out so that the new trunnions will fit. So I bought a reamer, and the hardest part about that was figuring out that this was froze. So this one got here, and I was trying to figure out how it changed sizes. So the grooves that are cut in, so I don't know if you can make that out, but this was frozen. So if you look at the actual cut in the reamer itself, it graduates. So it slides up and it gets deeper toward the end. And if you slide it back and forth, that's how you can tell what size you got. So the blades are pretty much the same size. They also have a graduation to them too, which keeps it uniformed when you put them in there. So I have to make sure they're in the right way. Yeah, so mine from the web was pretty much stuck. So I had to take it all apart and clean it up so I could get it to change measurements. So I've taken measurements off of the new trunnion, and I've sized this to fit using a dial caliper. So trunnion measurement for the new trunnion is about 6 and 25 thousandths. So I'm a little on the high side right there. At about 6 and 28. Straight across the middle. So I might just go a tad bit thicker than what I need so I don't make it too small, and then graduate up. I'm just gonna hand ream it. That in there. Give it some spins and then test fit and see where I'm at. And then of course I'll disassemble here where the grease fitting is, and here when I'm done, when I got the fit that I want, and clean it all out. Reorg with my board for better tool organization. And I got my air hooked up. So those are some of the things I wanted to get accomplished in order to get some more work done on the car. Tools, proper tools, and good tools always help. So I have a few more things I want to do in the garage, but we'll take this for now. So like I said, I was scared. A lot of measurements with the reamer, and then double checking the new trunnion versus the inside diameter here, and then just run it through. I'm not sure, and I looked in the book to try and figure out what it says is tolerable as far as fit, how much play or whatnot I should have, but I'm getting close. That's a brand new trunnion. It's still a little tight right on the ends, so I'm gonna give it one more half a twist. Hit it one more time. And then see if I can't get the rest of them. Still a little tight. Put some assembly lube on it. Clean that out. I think it came out pretty clean. It's a good cutter. Wasn't necessarily the most expensive one, but it wasn't the cheapest one either. I'd say that's a win. Get it all assembled and see if it's not binding too much. Oh, there we go. That's versus the old one. So it obviously had a lot of wear. Scored pretty bad, so I think that's gonna help keep the front end together better. Well, wanted to try a little test fit up. Can't tell that's the new trunnion. I got both sides reamed out, and you just got to put the rest of the components back in. It looks like that's going to work out pretty good. Full travel. Some assembly lube. Some washers and some cotter pins. I should be able to wrap up part of the front end soon. Sorry about the noise in the background. That's just my heater keeping me warm. So side number 2, I saved you the time and the effort of watching me go through the same process, but obviously new trunnion, and that one seems a little better. So the other side is a little tight, so I think I'm gonna have to go back. Let me see. Let's go back. So the other side's a little tight, and I think that I'm gonna need to come back and maybe hit this one just a hair more. Seems to be kind of catching a little bit, and I don't think I need that. But this looks good. So let's go back here. There you go. Of course, I haven't tightened everything up, so, but this side is loose. Seems to be kind of catching on the up. So that right there is my lifesaver. It's my little heater. It's 20 degrees outside. And if you can read that, it is 62 in my garage, which is why I'm out here in shorts. All right, guys. Well, thanks so much for, like I said, following along. And so just a little heads up. So my, first restoration like this, I just take time sometimes when stuff gives me a little bit of a difficulty and try my best to figure it out in a way that makes sense to me rather than rush it and have to redo it. So this was one of those items. Once I got going with it, really wasn't that difficult. Just kind of understanding the process. So if anybody else hasn't run through this process, now hopefully you understand and see where I came from with it and my solution. Not saying it's going to work for everybody because I'm obviously a novice, but hopefully that'll help if you're trying to figure something out. Leave comments, like, subscribe, hit that little button if you can, and we'll talk at you again soon. Some things are little things as far as shop organization, but this used to have a handle on it, and that's where I kept my hose. And it was a big pain to pull it out, use it, put it back, the whole 9 yards. This garage is an addition. I already had a wall that I knew was exterior wall. Just wanted to get the piping out of the way, so I bought a coupler. Took the handle off, tucked that back up underneath. Come around here, you can see my piping job there. I'm just trying to keep it looped out of the way where it's not in the way. I could do a more permanent solution like rapid air or something like that, but not in the plans right now. So just ran it up in the corner, put a couple clamps on it, got it hooked up. So it doesn't catch, but that obviously does. $297 at Harbor Freight, and now I've got the air hooked up. So I'm just trying to think ahead a little bit. I'll probably be using more air tools once I get working on the body parts over here. That will make life easier.